Okay, this is the game is on 100 here with a video. And this video I'll be talking about some interesting Hogan news that is being reported. This is coming from a website from comonews.com. I'll post a link in the description box for this article. And it also has experts saying on Wrestling Inc. Hogan talks about saying he could wrestle again. His recent talks with Triple H and his status as of this moment with TNA and vice versa. So let's get down to it. It's being reported that even at 60, Hogan wants to win one more time in the ring. This is what he's saying. He's saying since his doctor told him that he can wrestle 2 to 3 more times, Hogan can go have one more match out as it's being reported. And basically, Hogan said that if it has to be with the right person, like what Stone Cold Steve Austin said, he has to be with the right person, the right storyline, the right fitting, the right everything for Hogan to have one last match. Personally, for me, if Hogan would come back to the WWE and have that one last match in the WWE, Hogan would do it. If it's with a good enough payday, Hogan would do it. If he can get in the ring one more time and get a nice payday, then he can go off into the sunset and finally retire, and he can be with the WWE. After that, he can be an ambassador for the WWE. He can go on the promotional places. He can promote the WWE because the WWE is Hogan's home. And basically, what Hogan was saying, he said things are open right now. He said in his absence from the WWE hasn't forgotten about Hogan whatsoever. As of lately, they've been showing more of Hulk Hogan's matches on WWE.com, more of his full-length matches. I think the recent one that they had uploaded was Hogan's debut match in 1979 on Championship Wrestling against Ted DiBiase. At the time, he wasn't the $1 Million Man. At the time, it was Ted DiBiase. At that time, he wasn't the $1 Million Man. And also with the addition, with the new DVD release, The Best of Madison Square Garden, he is a playable character in 6 matches for the WWE 2K14 video game that's due out on the 29th of this month. Hogan said he was at a charity event, and he said that Triple H received him warmly at the charity event, and as of this moment, he just welcomed me with open arms. He said if I ever decided to get the itch to come back home, the door's open, Hogan said. So with that being said, Hogan can go back to the WWE because it's going to be doing with the money situation, because we know TNA is in financial peril right now in TNA, and they cannot pay Hogan. He was reported getting $35,000 an appearance. So basically, if they would do 2 episodes of TNA Impact, he would get $70,000 an episode, which is a lot of money that TNA was paying Hogan. So if Hogan would come back to the WWE, he needs to. If he can have one more match, that would be good. Maybe they could have even Hogan can even face John Cena, because we all know that Hogan was going to be supposed to face John Cena at WrestleMania 25. That was part of Hogan's deal, that he was supposed to have a big enough of a payday with John Cena for that match. And that would be an alright match to have Hogan go against John Cena, his last match. That would be good for Hogan to face John Cena. Or he could even face someone else, or doing like a little bit of in-ring action. Because as we all know, as soon as when his Real American theme music comes in, the red and yellow flaring, the fans is going to go absolutely crazy when Hogan returns to the WWE, because everyone knows who Hulk Hogan is. Everyone in the WWE knows of the name Hulk Hogan. And Hogan said for being in the business for 35 years, if he can go in the right direction, and that would be for him to go back to the WWE, come back home, because he said that he can go back to the WWE with Vince McMahon and Triple H. They will gladly take Hogan back. If he cannot do like a full-fledged match, he can do like do a little run-in with an upper mid-card heel to get over, to do a little, get the fans going nuts when they hear Hogan's music. That will be a day that everyone knows who Hulk Hogan is, and basically Hogan needs to go back to the WWE. Hogan said that, let me paraphrase, Hogan said on Friday, he said, with the right guy, the right situation, with a big enough event, big enough storyline, you're damn right I have one more left in me. So Hogan still has one last match in him. And who will it should be? Personally, it should be John Cena. They can manage to work Hogan's not doing anything too drastic. They could do something. Hogan could pull out one more match, especially with his back, how it is. The doctors even said he can wrestle 2 to 3 more times. If Hogan can go one more match and not be able to get hurt in the process, I would say so be it. Even though Hogan would want to land a leg drop, and that's what personally did it for Hogan after all those years of wrestling by dropping his leg. That leg really messed up his knees, hips, and back. And that's what happens when you drop your leg on your opponents for all them years. It just fucks everything up with your lower back, and that's what happened to Hogan. He should have used a different type of finisher. I know in the United States he always used the leg drop as his finisher. But when he was in Japan, he would use an axe bomber or a crooked arm lariat to win his matches. That's what Hogan used in Japan to win his matches. So even though Hogan cannot do the leg drop, if he would really wanting to do it, I wouldn't suggest he should do it. He should just use a different type of finisher. He could use a crooked arm lariat. He could nail someone real good with that. You know, he used that move in Japan, so he won matches with it in Japan. So with that being said, it's just being a little report on Hogan. Can go back to the WWE at any time. Triple H told him he can come back with open arms. That is a good sign. And if Hogan really wants to have a really nice payday, he can go get a payday with the WWE at WrestleMania 30. And it's only proper fitting for Hogan to be at WrestleMania 30 for the 30-year anniversary. It will be something that Hulk Hogan was at the first WrestleMania, and he appears at the 30th WrestleMania. That will be huge. As from that person who was at the first WrestleMania to appear at WrestleMania 30, that will be huge. So anyways, that's just a little bit of news we reported on Hogan. As it clearly says in this thing, you can read the article for you guys' interpretation. You can read it, and you guys can go see from there. But that's what Hogan said in an interview. So there you go. This is The Game Is On 100. I am out. Later.